are the preparations which are applied to the hand and body, and hence these are also known as hand and body creams. So moisturizing cream, also known as hand and body cream in most of the textbooks or literature. Okay, now these are the creams. Though they are known as hand and body cream, it doesn't mean that they are only intended to be applied to hand and body and not to the face. You can apply it to the face also. But mostly, if you see the use of this preparation, you'll see the cold cream, etc., is mostly applied to the face, whereas if you see the moisturizing cream, they are applied to the other parts of the body. Uh, as such, there is no differentiation. You cannot apply the cold cream to the rest part of the body. You can apply there also, but usually ऐसा होता नहीं है. Okay. Maybe the reason being because moisturizing cream, if you see in consistency, they have a consistency in between lotion and cream. That is the consistency of moisturizing cream. Whereas if you see the consistency of vanishing cream and cold cream, they are having a little bit of higher consistency, higher thickness. Okay. So maybe because of that, the application is of cold cream, vanishing cream is mainly restricted to the face. Whereas if you see moisturizing cream, it is applied to the other parts of the body. Now, as the name suggests of moisturizing cream, this is the cream which is applied to the skin in order to moisturize the skin, in order to make the skin supple. Okay. It is used when your skin becomes dry. Now, there are many reasons why the skin becomes dry. The most important reason is when the moisture leaves the surface at the rate higher than, supposing this rate of moisture leaving the skin, this is your skin, the moisture leaving the skin, the rate of moisture leaving the skin is higher as to the moisture which is applied, which is being received by the skin. So when the moisture received by the skin is lower, and whereas the moisture liberated by the skin or released by the skin is higher, that goes away from the skin is higher, then the moisture that is present in the skin, it lowers, and that is why your skin becomes dry. As you very well know, the dry skin, if the skin becomes dry, it produces cracks. Okay, more the cracks are produced, more the moisture is liberated, and more the skin becomes dry. Okay. Now, water is one of the ingredient which is very important for the skin, because it plasticizes the skin, it makes the skin supple, it makes the skin what you call that, flexible, it provides that softness to the skin. All this is provided by the water. And if there is excess of moisture loss, okay, then all this, the plasticity, the softness, the flexibility of the skin is getting lost. And once that happens, okay, your skin becomes dry, and it is not healthy, as well as it is not what do you call that, it is not good to look at. Okay, that's why you apply this moisturizing cream in order to bring back the moisture. Body has its own mechanism also in order to take care of this what do you call that, loss of moisture from the skin. Okay. Body mechanism is dependent upon the sebum. As you have seen the structure of the skin, inside the structure of the skin, you have sebaceous gland, and these sebaceous gland, they liberate this sebum. We have earlier seen, when we were seeing cleansing cream, that time we have seen the role of sebum a lot. That time we have seen when the secretion of sebum is high, then what happens? If the secretion of sebum is high, in that case, what is going to happen? The skin is going to become oily, and that is the time that you require the cleansing cream. Okay, but if the secretion of the sebum is lower, okay, or the sebum is getting removed by your water, or it is getting removed by your say environmental, okay, because of the pollutant, because of the, or the production of sebum itself is lowered, then what is going to happen? Then this, the problem of dry skin is going to happen. So the secretion of sebum is high, you get oily skin. The secretion of sebum is low, you get dry skin. That's why you'll see the skin, when you see the skin type, when you divide the cosmetic skin, divide the skin in cosmetic, there are three types of skin. You have dry skin, you have oily skin, and you have a normal skin. Okay. So if the skin is dry, there are other type of cosmetics that are used. If the skin is oily, then there are different types of cosmetics that are being used. Okay. And this all dry, moist, or you can say oily or normal skin, this all depends upon this secretion of the sebum from the sebaceous gland. Okay. So sebum is secreted from the skin, from the lower layer of the skin, from the dermis. Okay, it provides the softness to the skin. It acts as a natural lubricant. Okay, and that's why it plasticizes the skin. This is what you have said is plasticizes the skin because it acts as a natural lubricant. Okay, it keeps the skin soft. It keeps the skin conditioned. Okay, and it also keeps the skin wet by preventing the moisture evaporation. Now, what does the sebum do is the sebum forms a layer onto the skin. As the sebum forms a layer onto the skin, okay, because of this, what is going to happen? The moisture that is present inside the skin is not going to get evaporated. Okay, it is not going to leave the skin because it is having a layer of sebum onto the skin, which is secreted by a sebaceous gland. Okay, so this sebum is not only going to provide the softness lubricant, but it is also going to retain the moisture that is present inside the skin or whatever it is receiving from the below. Okay, from the lower layer of the skin. Okay, from there, whatever moisture has been received by it, that it is keeping intact. Okay, but as we have said, because of some reason, maybe excessive use of your soap and detergent. Moreover, if the soap is alkaline in nature, okay, in that case, because of the atmosphere, in winters, you'll see that your skin becomes dry. If you see summers, your skin do not become dry. Okay, what must be the reason? Why does your skin become dry in winter and not that much in summer? Can you tell me the reason? In fact, in that case, if you see the loss of moisture, it is going to be loss of water is going to be more in case of summer. But you will see that the dry skin problem is more in winter. What must be the reason? Anybody? Please.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Sir. Sir.
Yes.
Sir, is it something to do with perspiration? Like,
Yes. What means what? Right. You are near to the answer.
okay, sir. So I was thinking like maybe during winter, uh, we don't sweat as much as during summer, but like
Absolutely.
we
So,
we lose it more quickly. Like we lose the moisture more.
so then in that case, if you're losing moisture more, in that case, whatever I said the theory, if you're losing moisture more,
Sir, more
then
quickly, sir. Like we lose it. Sir, I
we
don't know
lose
how
it.
to. Sir, I don't know how to form my answer. Like it's
Okay,
just.
fine. I'll form it for you. What happens in summer is the though the loss of moisture is there because of heat, etc. But at the same time, in order to keep the body cool, what happens is there is a lot of moisture that is coming towards the skin. So it is the difference between the amount of moisture coming to the skin and the amount of moisture that is lost. Okay. In summer, what happens is the amount of moisture that is coming towards the skin is very high as compared to the moisture that is lost. Yes, the moisture lost is there. The loss of moisture from the skin is there. But the moisture that is coming in order to keep your body cool, what happens is that there is a lot of moisture that is coming towards the skin. As this moisture coming towards the skin is high, that's why it remains supple. Whereas what happens in winter is this moisture, as your body is already cool, so this moisture that is coming towards the skin is not there. Whereas the loss of moisture, it remains. Okay, it continues. And that is why you will be finding that the in winter, okay, the skin becomes more dry because this moisture that is coming towards the skin, okay, ye jo moisture hai, that is not there. Got it? So because of one, the most important reason is soap and detergent. In the morning, what you do is you take bath, you apply a lot of soap, okay, and then whatever the sebum layer that has been formed, whatever the oily layer that has been formed, you remove it, okay. Then in case of winters, in case of drying winds, in case of atmosphere, okay, because of all these problems, what happened? Because of maybe because of some other physiological disorder, whereby the sebum is not produced by your body, maybe because of many reasons, what happens is your skin becomes dry. Okay, dry skin is very scaly, not good looking skin. It is less protective against bacterial infection. It is non-flexible. It has lots of cracks, okay? And it may also lead to dermatitis. So what is the solution that we have? The solution that we have is application of water. That is the best solution, okay? Take water, apply it, right? But the problem that happens is if you apply water onto the surface, this water again is going to get lost immediately. That you'll be finding, isn't it? You apply water onto the skin, on the dry skin, okay, after 5 to 10 minutes it gets lost, and then again you have the problem of dry skin. So water cannot be one of the solutions, right? In earlier stage, what was done was glycerine along with water was used. So what does glycerine do is, what is glycerine? What are the roles of glycerine? Can you tell me what is glycerine? If glycerine, we have talked a lot of time in cosmetics. Can you tell me what is the role of glycerine in cosmetics? How does glycerine act? For that matter, glycerine मतलब आप बोल सकते हैं glycerol. You can talk about glycerol, sorbitol, polyethylene glycols, propylene glycols. These all oils. How do they act in cosmetics? And invariably you will see in all the preparations you will be having these oils. Okay, that is glycerol, your sorbitols, etc. These would be present. Okay. So what must be the role of these? Yeah, please.
It acts as a humectant and also viscosity increasing agent.
Fantastic. Okay, the first important reason for the use of it is humectant. Okay, it is acting as a humectant. Second, rightly pointed out by her, it is having viscosity enhancement. It enhances the viscosity. These are the main two reasons why these all oils are used. Sanjana, can you tell me what are humectants and what role it plays in cosmetic product in the preparations? We have talked about it earlier. I just want to revise with you. Question answer से थोड़ा ज़्यादा समझता है. That's why I'm doing it. Okay.
Yeah. So
what are humectants? Okay, by the definition, and how does it play a role in your products? Yeah, you were saying something. Sorry.
So it, like as the name suggests, it helps to like retain the moisture and yeah.
Absolutely, it retains the moisture. So why are you adding it into the product?
Moisturizing cream. So essentially, it is one of the main ingredients.
Yes, essentially it is one of the main ingredient. Fantastically right. But then why other ingredients? Why in other cosmetics? Invariably, in most of the cosmetics, you will see glycerin as one of the ingredient. Viscosity enhancement is right, what you said, but humectant I want the role. Humectant कैसे role play करता है cosmetic product में?
Because in any cosmetic product, ultimately when you use the product, you don't want the user like to have any sort of dry skin. So
for just for an example, supposing I am putting say glycerol into cleansing cream, okay, in cleansing cream I'm talking about, and then you say that it is used as a humectant, right? But then what is the role? Because you want to moisturize the skin at that moment.
There, I don't know, to like help remove the unwanted particles.
Okay, fine. I will tell you. So humectant played two roles. One, as rightly pointed out by Sanjana, once you apply this humectant onto the skin, so whatever moisture is present, that moisture is being withheld by this humectant. It doesn't allow the moisture to go away. Okay, and it also attracts the moisture. Humectant have the property of absorbing the moisture also. So that is one of the role which is important in case of your moisturizing preparation. But there are many other preparation, cosmetic preparation, where you add this humectant, glycerol, sorbitol, etc. Apart from increasing the viscosity, it acts as a humectant, whereby whenever you are preparing any cream, cream contains water. Okay, cream contains water. So you don't want this preparation, इस preparation में जो water है, that should not get lost. It should not get removed from the preparation I'm talking about. From the cosmetic preparation, this moisture should not get removed. Okay, it should be withheld inside this preparation. Okay, this water should remain inside the preparation, right? And for that, what you are doing is you are adding the humectant inside it. So this water which is there inside the preparation, it remains as such inside the preparation and it doesn't get removed. Are you understanding? Because moisture, if the moisture gets removed from the preparation, then what is going to happen? Your preparation, cosmetic preparation, is going to become dry. It is going to become scaly. I'm talking about the preparation. Okay, it's going to become dry and scaly. Hence, you don't want the moisture to be removed from the preparation. So humectant play two important roles. One, it doesn't, in case of your moisturizing cream, one and the most important role for humectant in moisturizing cream, it doesn't allow the moisture to get removed from the skin, right? And that's why when you see your moisturizing cream, the main important ingredient is your humectants, that is glycerin. As I said, all the oils, glycerol, sorbitol. Glycerin and glycerol is one and the same, synonym they are. So glycerol, sorbitol, polyethylene glycol, propylene glycols. Okay, these can be used, which acts as a humectant. Okay, and which retain the body moisture, the skin moisture, as well as it retains the moisture that is there inside the preparation. Okay. Earlier you had glycerin and rose water in combination, they were used. So whatever rose water, that was, as I said, when you apply water onto the dry skin, the water will get lost within a few minutes. If you add glycerin to it, if you add along with it, if you take rose water and if you apply it, then the water is not going to get lost. Nowadays, glycerin and rose water, they are replaced with creams. That is the moisturizing cream. They are known as moisturizing creams. You have lotions, that is moisturizing lotions. You have moisturizing gels, or you also have anhydrous preparation. Okay, something like Vaseline, etc. That also can be used in order to moisturize your skin. Okay. How does Vaseline act? Vaseline acts by formation of a layer. जैसे आपका sebum act करता है, it forms an oily layer. In the similar manner, your Vaseline is going to act. So this is the solution for the problem of your dry skin, which may be because of your problem of sebum, production of sebum, or it may be due to the use of soap and detergent. It may be due to the environment. It may be due to some other reasons. Okay, whereby your skin has become dry, it has become scaly, it has become non-flexible, cracking has been there. So what it goes, you go for use of creams, that is moisturizing creams. The use and function of moisturizing already we have talked about. Yes, somebody said something.
So just had a doubt. How does Vaseline exactly qualify as an anhydrous preparation? I don't understand that.
Yeah, Vaseline does not contain any water. The preparations which do not contain water are anhydrous preparations. Okay. So it does not contain any water, hence it is known as an anhydrous preparation. Okay, got it? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I got it. Yes.
Okay, fine. So if you see Vaseline, then it only contains one ingredient, that is petrolatum and white soap paraffin, if I'm not wrong, in combination. Some contains only white soap paraffin, some contains petrol atom with white soap paraffin. So that is the combination that is present in a Vaseline, a very simple kind of a preparation. Okay. So how do the moisturizing cream act? They reduce the water loss from the surface of the skin, okay, by providing an oily layer. Also, this does not make your skin oily, as in case of your Vaseline, etc. Okay, or if you directly add, you can also apply directly mineral oil also to the skin. It also gives a very good moisturizing effect. अगर आप डायरेक्टली मिनरल ऑयल या फिर घर का कोई भी अगर तेल, बादाम का तेल या any oil you apply onto the skin, that is also going to give you the same kind of effect what your moisturizing cream is giving. But with these types of preparation, oily preparation, oleaginous preparation, okay, something like Vaseline, etc., the main problem that happens is they make your skin oily in nature. तो आप एक कॉस्मेटिक प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने को जाओगे तो दूसरा आ जाएगा. So better is to go for your moisturizing cream. Ingredient, as Sanjana rightly pointed out some moments back, humectant is the most important ingredient that is present inside the what you call that moisturizing cream. Along with that, you have other ingredients which can be added in order to make the preparation a rich preparation. But humectant should in a good quantity. अब बाकी जगह पे जब ग्लिसरीन वगैरह डालोगे तो you will see that the quantity that is used is very low. But if you see the humectants that are added in moisturizing cream, the quantity you will see is very high. Okay, when we will see the formulation, that time we will know. So ये छोटी छोटी चीजें होती है आपको जो याद रखनी है कि अगर मैं moisturizing cream बना रही हूँ तो in that case what I have to do is the quantity of humectant should be very high. In other preparation, when I am doing it, the quantity could be lower. When I am preparing a preparation which should form soap, then the quantity of your stearic acid, your oils, then your sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, that should be higher. The soap forming agent should be higher. Because my purpose is to form a soap. My purpose is to form a foam. It should be higher. But the same, I'm going to show you with the example. But the same when you are same stearic acid, potassium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, when I'm adding to vanishing cream, where the process of where the reason for soap is just to make the preparation stable. In that case, these quantities are going to be lower. So there are only 15 to maybe 20 ingredients. If you see the whole thing, there are only 20 ingredients which are used in all these cosmetics. But these 20 ingredients, the quantity you have to remember how you have to change it. So when you are using a moisturizing cream, the humectant quantity should be very higher. I'll show you further. Okay. So the material used ones are humectants. As I said, all the alls you have to remember. I have already taken the name of all the alls. The quantity, yes, the quantity that is used is near about 70%. If you see the quantity of these humectants in other preparations, which I talked about, कि बाकी जगह पे कहाँ use करते हैं, I asked Sanjana. Okay, so when they are used for just to retain the moisture inside the preparation, then the quantity is going to be near about 7 to 10%. But here the quantity of humectant that is used as a most important ingredient is going to be near about 70%. Again, the choice of the humectant based on the viscosity that is desired by you. The higher you put your humectants, the higher you will get the viscosity. Okay, it is what you call that? If you are preparing an oil in water kind of a cream, then the best choice is going to be your glycerin. If you want some softer consistency, then the choice would go for propylene glycol. Okay. Apart from humectant, in order to reduce the water loss, you can go for semi-occlusive films. Semi-occlusive films, occlusivity means, which I earlier also talked about. You have a skin. When I form a layer onto the skin, which does not allow any air or moisture to pass through the skin, then those are known as occlusive kind of preparation. Okay. Semi-occlusive means some amount of moisture it will allow to pass, some amount of air it will allow to come inside. Okay, that would be semi-occlusive kind of film. Example would be the agents that can be used for formation of semi-occlusive films would be water insoluble oily material, for example, your mineral oils, your waxes, your lanolin, that is also used in your what do you call that, moisturizing creams. We are going to see further. The quantity that you are going to add, depending upon it, your greasiness of the preparation is going to increase. More quantity you add of this mineral oil, waxes, and lanolin and its derivative, the preparation is going to become more greasy. Okay. You can use natural ingredients like karaya, acacia, tragacanth, agar agar. They can be used. You can use synthetic material, for example, carboxycellulose. Okay, polyvinyl alcohols. The alcohols these can be used in order to form your semi-occlusive kind of a pressing. So you can use humectants. You can use semi-occlusive material. Okay, that is oils, waxes, lanolin. Okay, then further other ingredients you can add, for example, you can add alkyl fatty acid esters. These preparations, these ingredients make your oil less viscous in nature. As the oil becomes less viscous in nature, that's why a larger area would be covered and a thinner film, oily film would be formed, which will be cosmetically more acceptable. You can add healing ingredient, for example, you can add allantoin, you can add urea, you can add uric acid, you can add that aloe vera, etc. Okay, so these kinds of ingredient can be added. Haldi nowadays is added in most of the preparation. You can go for addition of the agents which reduces the darkness of the skin. So you can make your moisturizing cream or fairness cream also. You can go for addition of your sunscreening agent, for example, zinc oxide, titanium dioxide. So you can have moisturizing cream along with your sunscreen properties. Okay, so that also can be done over here. Okay, so healing ingredients can be added. As I told you, you can add your sunscreens agent, etc. Then you can add a bactericide. Two purpose this bactericide would be forming. One, it is going to prevent the bacterial infection. As I said, dermatitis, etc. is there when the skin becomes dry. Okay, so that can be prevented by addition of a bactericide, as well as it is going to preserve your product also. Like in the last we have seen, we are going to add preservatives over there. You are going to add agents which is going to prevent scaling of the skin surface. Lots of scaling happens because of your dry skin. So those agents can be added. Linoleic acid and its derivative can be added. Then preservatives can be added, so that because a lot of water is present inside it in your moisturizing cream. So you can add preservative in order to protect your preparation from decomposition. Perfume should be added, which increases the aesthetic appeal. Care should be taken that you do not make it too strong and you do not add excess, and you should take care that it is the perfume that you use is compatible with the other ingredients. Okay. So apart from humectants, apart from semi-occlusive films, which forms the major important role in this preparation, apart from that, you can add many other agents in order to make your preparation more useful. Okay, so which includes your alkyl fatty acid esters, healing ingredients, bactericide, preservatives, perfume, agent that provides prevents scaling of the skin surface, and others can be added into it. Okay. If you see the formula over here, you have your agents. For example, you have white petrol atom near about 2.5%. You have mineral oil near about 4%. You have glycerin, which is near about 5%. Okay. If you see in this preparation, you have glycerin near about 4%. You have propylene glycol near about 4%. You have mineral oil near about 8%. You have lanolin, which is near about 1%. Okay. So a huge amount of your oils and your other ingredients have been used in order to make your preparation a what do you call that, moisturizing cream. Along with that, you can add glyceryl monostearate. Glyceryl monostearate, whenever it is added, it acts as a self-emulsifying agent. Okay, so it helps in emulsification. In this preparation, whenever in any preparation you are adding carbopol along with disodium EDTA, when these two preparations are added in together, usually whenever carbopol is used, not disodium EDTA, carbopol along with triethanolamine. whenever carbopol is used along with triethanolamine, okay, it enhances the viscosity of the preparation. अगर आपको जेल बनाना है, okay, then carbopol is always used with triethanolamine in order to prepare a gel. Okay, over here it is used in order to enhance the viscosity of the preparation, right? Again, preservative has been added, water has been added to this preparation. So these are the two formulas. It is a cream. So needless to tell me what is the method of preparation. We have talked about number of times the preparation, how to prepare it, the method of using it. The only thing that you have to remember is which are the ingredients which are soluble in water, and you have to remember which are the ingredients which are soluble in your oil. Okay, these you have to remember. So whatever ingredients that I have given in red over here, these all are oil soluble ingredient which have to be mixed separately and heated up to 75 degrees Celsius. Okay, these whatever are given in blue, these are water soluble ingredients. Again, they have to be increased up to 75 degrees Celsius and they have to be mixed together. Over here, all which are above glycerin, okay, these all, okay, these are water soluble, oil soluble ingredient, whereas the remaining which are there below are water soluble ingredient. So you have to take these together, heat them, you have to heat them, and then you have to mix them.